Alberta strikes back. Major political clash over Mark Carney's federal ambitions. In recent months, Canada's political landscape has experienced a significant transformation, with Alberta emerging as a crucial player in the national dialogue. This shift has been fueled by widespread discontent with federal policies, particularly those enacted under Prime Minister Mark Carney's leadership. As discussions intensify regarding Alberta's role and future within Canada, the province finds itself at the center of a heated political clash. Mark Carney, previously the governor of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, became Canada's 24th Prime Minister in March 2025, leading the Liberal Party to an unexpected electoral victory. His rise to power marked a departure from the previous Trudeau administration, focusing on economic stability and a strong assertion of Canadian sovereignty. Carney's government quickly made headlines by eliminating the consumer carbon tax, a move designed to alleviate public concerns about rising living costs that had become a pressing issue for many Canadians. Carney's leadership has also introduced a strategic pivot in Canada's foreign relations, particularly with Europe and the UK. Carney aims to reposition Canada on the global stage. This shift reflects a broader reevaluation of Canada's international partnerships, emphasizing a commitment to sovereignty and economic independence in a rapidly changing geopolitical environment. In stark contrast to Carney's approach, Alberta, under Premier Danielle Smith, has adopted a confrontational stance towards federal governance. The province's passage of the Alberta Sovereignty within a United Canada Act in December 2022 empowers the provincial government to challenge federal laws deemed unconstitutional or detrimental to Alberta's interests. This legislation has been invoked to oppose various federal initiatives, including policies around carbon pricing and energy regulation. While Smith maintains that the act does not facilitate separation from Canada, it has nonetheless ignited discussions about Alberta's autonomy and the potential for secession, reflecting a growing sentiment of frustration among many Albertans. The implementation of the Sovereignty Act has led to legal challenges and heightened political friction. Critics argue that the act undermines the rule of law and sets a precarious precedent for other provinces contemplating similar measures. They express concern that such actions could threaten the integrity of Canada's federal system. Conversely, proponents of the act view it as an essential tool for protecting Alberta's rights and interests, arguing that it is necessary for a province to assert itself within a federal framework that they feel often marginalizes their concerns. This assertive stance taken by Alberta resonates with other provinces that share similar frustrations regarding federal policies. The provincial government's challenges to federal authority have sparked a dialogue about the balance of power in Canada, as regional leaders increasingly voice their dissatisfaction with federal approaches to issues such as economic management and environmental regulation. Some provinces express solidarity with Alberta's position, recognizing a common grievance, while others caution against actions that could destabilize the Federation. The political climate has prompted national conversations about the future of Canada's political union. As Alberta asserts its rights, the question arises, will the federal government adapt to this new reality, or will it reinforce its authority? The outcomes of these discussions will significantly shape the future dynamics of Canadian governance. Many Canadians are looking for clarity on how power is distributed between federal and provincial governments, especially regarding issues that affect daily life, such as healthcare, education, and environmental policies. Looking ahead, Alberta's continued challenge to federal authority suggests that the political dynamics in Canada will remain fluid. The actions and decisions of both Premier Smith and Prime Minister Carney will be pivotal in shaping the nation's trajectory. Ongoing legal battles, shifts in public opinion, and intergovernmental negotiations will be critical in determining whether Alberta's push for greater autonomy leads to a redefined federal structure or further fractures within the country. The political clash between Alberta and the federal government marks a defining moment in Canada's history. As tensions rise, the nation faces critical decisions regarding governance, unity, and the future of its federal system. The unfolding developments will not only impact Alberta, but also have far-reaching implications for the entire country. As public sentiment shifts, many Albertans feel a sense of urgency to assert their rights and interests, viewing the Sovereignty Act as a necessary response to perceived federal overreach. This sentiment is echoed by citizens in other provinces who may feel similarly marginalized by Ottawa's centralizing tendencies. The dialogue around provincial rights is becoming increasingly relevant as many Canadians seek to understand how best to balance local autonomy with national unity. Political leaders, including Smith and Carney, will need to engage in meaningful dialogue with their constituents to navigate these complex issues. Transparency and accountability will be essential as both levels of government work to address public concerns. The potential for collaboration exists, but it will require a willingness to listen and adapt to the evolving political landscape. In conclusion, the ongoing political clash between Alberta and the federal government is emblematic of broader issues facing Canada today. The interplay between provincial autonomy and federal authority is a defining feature of the nation's governance, and the outcomes of these disputes will shape the future landscape of Canadian politics. As Alberta asserts its position, the entire country must grapple with the implications of these developments, ensuring that unity and cooperation remain central to national discourse. The decisions made in the coming months will resonate throughout Canadian society, impacting not just the political arena, but also the everyday lives of Canadians across the country.